there we go. They never got your intro because we were muted.
That's okay.
Ah!
I'm a samurai wizard. That's what you need to know.
Ooh, samurai wizard's dope.
Well, they didn't get the intro for the setting then either.
No.
So.
Well, you can come back to it.
We'll come back to it. But
After
yeah.
I hate Oni, and I like protecting the wall. That's all you need to know.
The wall is referring to. You need to fill them in on this.
The wall separates us from the Oni.
Yes. In the Crablands, there is a wall that separates from the Shadowlands. And,
It's held together by Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
What's the wall keeping out?
The Crablands it goes Crablands, Taint, Shadowlands.
Crab's right here. Then there's the wall blocking you from the Shadowlands.
Why Mark Wahlberg?
Because of the movie.
The wall?
Yeah.
That's Matt Damon.
That is Matt Damon.
Dude,
right.
come on. You gotta do it for the Damon, Derek.
But Wahlberg.
But Wahlberg fits
Wahlberg,
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds right, but
they should have got him.
do it for the Damon or leave.
Sorry, guys. I'm out. That's how you're on the computer.
Go ahead.
I am from the Unicorn Clan, the Utaku family. Utaku?
Otaku.
I don't know how you say it. Battle Maiden. I want to travel, lead the cavalry. But I can trace my lineage to the Imperial line,
yes, I
so they
forgot
want
about
me to make babies.
Oh yeah, you're like secret princess.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Okay.
you're like Xena.
And see, and then
Xena, Secret Princess.
Warrior princess.
Dude, Xena Secrets, that's my favorite show.
I am a scorpion from the Soci-Illusion school, so I'm basically like the ninjas that can do like illusion magic.
Oh, you're fake ninja.
Yep, fake ninja. So Shugenja Shinobi. And what else do we really need? What else are we going over?
What do you wear?
Oh,
because you're a
basically-
scorpion, you have a mask.
Yeah,
Usually.
and it's pretty much like Scorpion's mask from Mortal
You look
Kombat.
like Reaper from Overwatch.
But yeah, I haven't really actually decided what the face mask, but I'm doing the one. I'm
Not a full face.
Or not the full face, just the half, the bottom half.
Okay.
Because sometimes
So
all scorpions wear masks. It's just it varies, and basically the scorpions are just the clan that they sacrifice their honor to do the dirty work. So everybody looks down on them because they're the villains, because they do dishonorable things, but somebody's got to do it.
But they also recognize that someone's got to do it, and it's a very political setting. So
instead of a bottom half mask, could you just wear a top half mask?
No,
That's just like from
wear
like
the bottom
here,
half mask upside down.
but it's like the full head. So like it's not just the
Like
eyes,
a
it's just
bowl?
it's like a bowl that just goes down to like here.
So what's that guy from Fat Albert? With the
yeah.
Was that Marshmallow?
Was that yeah, I think it was Marshmallow.
Anyways,
Dude, sick
I'm
Fat
going back to
Albert
Boondock
reference.
Saints now. Are you sure you're old, Katie?
what you missed me saying while we were muted is that everyone is starting not yet a samurai. We're doing a variation of the beginner box adventure, and where we made our own characters instead of using pre-gens, and they're all traveling to compete in the Topaz Championship, which is the most prestigious championship, I guess, for completing your Genpukus and becoming samurai. So all you guys are the best examples of what your clan has to offer, because no one would get to go to this prestigious ceremony unless they were.
Nothing says best of what we can offer like a level 1.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole point. It's a coming of age ceremony. Everybody's a level 1. I mean, it's not like you're competing against, master samurais in this. Everyone is a teenager. This is like you turned 18 and you're coming of age, or 16 or something like that.
Can we go get those cards out so we can make up NPCs again if we're that young?
No, we don't need those for this. But
We
man, a
definitely need
version of that for this would be amazing. So yeah, we're all traveling to the city of Suma, which is in the middle of the map there in the Crane Lands. So you guys are coming from your respective areas.
Which is mostly north.
Mostly north for everybody except for the crab. And I'm going to read...
I'm gonna laugh every time. I'm sorry.
I'm going to read this once, and then I'm going to read the Emperor's name once, and then you guys are going to twist it from here on out. But I'm going to read this flavor text real quick. It is the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor Hentai.
Oh, dude!
The 38th Hentai. God damn it.
This game.
How's it spelled?
Han, H-A-N-T-E-I.
No, that's not.
Hentai.
That wouldn't.
Hentai.
Come on, that's not how you spell hentai, dude.
I know, but you're going to... I knew you were going to twist it regardless. Emperor Hentai the 38th.
Wow. Hante.
Oh, Hante, sure. Whatever makes you not think of hentai. I don't know if it's possible.
I'm always thinking hentai, dude.
I'm ready for that. That's a setup.
I'm a growing boy on the internet.
The Emerald Empire has stood for 1,000 years. Very serious game we're playing here.
You're the one that made the
Very serious
joke.
game. I know, now we're serious. The Emerald Empire has stood for 1,000 years thanks to the guidance of the Kami, which is a spirit, and the wise benevolence of the Hantai emperors. Each of these 7 great clans vies eternally to be the first in the emperor's favor while safeguarding Rokugan from its many enemies within and without. The Topaz Championship is a chance for each clan to test their best and brightest against one another. Though all contestants can pass the test and become samurai, the winner claims the glory for themselves and their clan, may even earn a high-ranking position in the empire. As contestants, you are traveling to the village of Suma, where the championship will be held at the Kakita Dueling Academy. Who knows? Maybe you will win it all and become the Topaz Championship. Maybe.
Hey.
So, there will be a winner of the Topaz Championship.
Dibs.
It might be...
Damn it.
It will mostly be determined by the dice, but there's a few extra things I've thrown in here. As well as there's many NPCs from other clans, so one of the NPCs could also be the champion.
Oh, hell no.
Can't let that happen. That's like in Mario Kart when the NPC
Yeah.
wins and it's like, why even bother?
Why did I play this game?
Yeah,
We'll win.
I'm just letting you all know.
Yeah.
You might not win.
I'll make sure one of us wins. Hey, world building question. This is where we are, and down there's the taint. What exists beyond the
Don't ask this question.
Well, no, are we the only humans that exist, and it's just us and the taint down there, and that's it, and there's nothing else in the entire world, or
Yeah, just that tiny little section of the coastline, and the rest of the world is just blank.
Well, no, it could all be taint after that, or is it if we go far enough past the taint, there's another wall, another samurai village is just
The answer to that is that we are playing the 5th edition of this game, and they have kind of restructured the world. This game's been around since the 90s. Famously, it's a game that fans were allowed to contribute information to, and especially it started as a card game, and they would do a world championship, and the winner of the world championship could create something that became canon in the universe, and it grew for 20-some years. Well, when they started the 5th edition, they kind of stripped that all away and said, we're starting back at the basic beginning. So, what's on the other side of that map has not been released yet.
Okay,
so wait patiently for
nothing exists.
Wait patiently for a new supplement to come out to show you what's over there.
I hope it's giant crabs.
If you get to about here, that's fake China.
Yeah.
That's
I want to go hang out in North or South Korea.
Well, like Melissa's clan, the unicorns, they explored that way, and they came back with a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean there's an extensive backstory to the setting that I'm not going to cover here.
Just
But
drugs, lots and lots of drugs.
I mean, there are some drugs.
Food?
Food.
All right. So, despite you guys all coming from different clans, we're just going to say that you've met up on the road, and all of you know you're going to the same place. You've met up on the road. We can do some basic introductions, and we will just pick up saying that you can see the village of Suma just ahead, and tomorrow, begins the contest. So you know you have to arrive and find your rooms and rest up for the competition tomorrow. So now we'll do anything that happened on the road. If you guys want to do any role-playing talk before we jump into the actual scenario.
Hey, what's up? I'm a crab.
Where you guys... it makes the most sense that you three would meet up because you're coming from the north. But you would probably kind of come up, and the main gate is kind of right here. So it still would make sense that they would run into you as you're making your final approach. But they would have more time with each other on the road.
Damn, I'm the outsider.
Before you show up.
Just like in the whole village, the whole
and just as I've let you guys know that there are NPCs, you're not the only member of your clan, so I did let them read them ahead of time. If you want to introduce them, if you want to be friends with them, if you want to be enemies with them,
something
if
Jones.
you want to ignore them.
Short and bald. Likes to talk.
More likely, I would probably, as knowing that he's a phoenix, just reading the stereotypes from the clan book that I read, I would probably hang around Dur's character more often.
What are crab stereotypes?
Wait, can I see that again? The NPC that you showed us before?
I'd have to. I could take a picture of it and send it to you.
You know
there's a crab book. I looked at the scorpion book.
I'm not. I was just a.
Did you
look at an older edition?
Yeah, 4th edition.
Yeah.
Sometimes
unfortunately, the best way to get information like that, like I said, is because this is fairly new, is to go into some of the older editions. I used the 3rd edition version of the adventure we're playing today. I went back to the 3rd edition version and used a bunch of that stuff, imported it into the 5th edition version.
This.
Yeah, I need to figure out my dudes.
Don't read them all.
I'm not. I just wanted to. I'm Yasuki Jones.
Is the hentai emperor the 38th of that guy named that, or is he just the 38th emperor?
He's the 38th emperor of the hentai family.
Okay.
But his name is Emperor Hentai.
Got it.
Of the 38th.
I didn't know if that was like if he was Richard the 38th, or
yeah, basically that's what it is. It's
but I don't think hentai is the first. Like they are the ruling family, but there's been other. Families
I mean the setting is thousands of years old technically. I mean it's
I was just curious.
There's a long history of the setting, so even though they kind of reset it and started over, they didn't take away all that history.
You guys want real quick some of the. Well, I guess we can do that eventually. The tenets of Bushido, things that you should not do.
Oh, that's
we should go over that because
okay. Here I'll read.
They need to know it. The viewers might want to know it.
There's obviously there's different tenets like courage, compassion, loyalty, honor, stuff like that. So these are the compassion do not do's. Verbal cruelty. There's going to be 3, so it's minor, major, massive. Verbal cruelty to a foe or stranger. Allowing easily prevented suffering or tormenting animals is a minor thing for compassion.
Tormenting animals should be major.
Major, verbal cruelty to a friend, physically harming someone for revenge alone, or letting an ally die without trying to save them.
Killing someone for revenge. Do Onis count as a someone, or would that be a something?
That would be an evil spirit.
Oni lives matter.
This is like if you just walk up to a peasant and just kill him, like Derek said it would be fine. It's not necessarily fine.
Right.
Even if they are...
I mean, revenge, though. I'm not slaughtering mindless peasants for revenge. I'm doing it because it's fun.
There are 2 stats in this game for the viewers, and I guess for you guys if you forgot too. There's honor and glory. Those are fluid stats that you will gain honor and lose honor, and gain glory and lose glory based on violating things like this. So
that's like I changed my Nino Giri. So like... Samurais have, they're willing to sacrifice, but my character actually believes in Bushido, so I have to lose honor, but I want to gain honor.
Oh, no.
So, I'm going to be torn all the time. Okay, so massive is murdering someone of lower status in cold blood, physically harming someone for fun.
Derek, you spent like a month talking about how we could just murder peasants no problem, but apparently it's a super major issue.
That's peasants. There's
he's talking about like a 0 status.
Yeah, there's like
slaves?
people below them.
No, like a disgraced, thief that, has 0 honor And I don't know.
There's
Okay, so
always
that's-
honor amongst thieves, though.
Those were the breaches of compassion. These
Only
are,
amongst thieves, not outside of the
these are the breaches of courage. Minor, allowing fear for yourself to influence your actions, like leaving a lost battle to protect your lord. Major, allowing fear to prevent you from acting entirely, fleeing to save your own skin. Massive, committing a despicable act out of fear, sacrificing someone else to save yourself.
Ooh. Savage.
Okay, courtesy. Minor, drunkenness or coarse language in the presence of someone of higher status. So, just remember that.
We're all
status.
same
Higher
status, right?
Higher status, right.
Not
So
necessarily.
Don't get
Right now,
shit-faced
are we all the
in
same
front of the
status?
emperor.
No.
I think Melissa's higher status than all you because of her lineage.
Damn it, we can't get
She's
shit-faced.
freaking Xena.
What's your guys' status? Everyone. It
Oh,
should
it's-
be between
oh
30
yeah, that's
and
right.
40.
Status is a thing.
40.
I'm at 30.
I'm at 40.
I'm 40.
But I don't know if it's necessarily status. I think maybe it's like people with like titles and
They're
stuff like
immediate.
that.
We
Like
get
your,
shit-faced together. It's
But there are ways. Well,
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be
cool. These 40
situational.
over here. So
keep going with this first, and then
Okay.
we'll.
Where was I?
massive. for
Letting
that
an
one.
insult to your clan or family pass without remark. That's a minor. Major, directly insulting someone of equal or higher status. Letting an insult to your ancestors, sensei, or lord pass without remark. Massive would be directly insulting your lord. Duty and loyalty.
What kind of like when it says without remark is like hey, don't do that.
Yeah, like responding.
Okay,
You
so
don't
any
have
kind
to
of
kill
response,
them.
yeah.
You just have to address the fact that they said
Nope.
something.
You don't have to kill them.
I think you suck.
Well, you would challenge them to a duel.
Say
in
it to
that
my sword,
situation.
bitch.
Okay, duty and loyalty breaches. Minor. Refusing an order to protect your lord's interests.
Ooh.
Intentionally misinterpreting an order. Major. Refusing an order from your lord. Massive. Forsaking your post for another lord. Honor. Touching dead flesh anywhere other than at war. Persuading another to act
What?
touching dead flesh other than during war. So you can clear a battlefield, but if you saw, like an example that was in the one podcast we listened to, there was a corrupted body in a river. Well, they had to try to get this body out because that corruption could flee, but no one can touch a dead body. So how do they get that dead body out? Because it's not during war.
Mm-hmm.
You can clear a battlefield.
You start a war.
Yeah, just be like, I challenge you to a war, and then you're like, I'll clear the battlefield.
Touching dead flesh is very dishonorable.
What if you get like a thing where like you start going like necrotic and like part of you starts going dead?
Better chop off your arm, I guess.
Right.
But don't touch it while you're doing
Man, good luck, Brad.
I'm asking the hard hitting questions.
I don't know. You keep going. I'm learning too.
Persuading another to act dishonorably. Major would be neglecting your duty to pursue your earthly desires, Killing in an unjustified duel. Massive would be refusing seppuku when required.
Seppuku is ritual suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Righteousness.
This is my goal.
Breaches of righteousness. Minor.
Kill yourself.
Abetting or covering for a comrade's major breach of honor. Lying to someone of equal or lower status for personal gain. Major would be abetting and covering for a comrade's massive breach of honor. Lying to someone of higher status for personal gain. And massive would be murdering someone of equal or higher status. Lying to your lord for selfish gain.
That absolutely is the status numbers that you guys all just read off. So you guys are higher status, you guys are lower status to them. So
Do you? Let's say you did like you covered up for someone. Do you lose this honor status and honor and all that stuff right away, or does someone has to find out that you did it?
No, because Bushido is a code that you adhere to, so you would look at yourself in a dishonorable.
You remember one of the questions you answered was how do your clan feel about Bushido, and how do you personally feel?
How would other people notice? Like if you're like, oh, I did this shitty thing, so I don't have less status, and you go to someone's like, oh, that dude's beneath me now.
Right?
Like, do they just know, or like?
Well, your reputation would precede you to a certain extent.
Right, but obviously, if you're alone in a room and no one can see you, then you can, violate your status all you want.
Fuck all those corpses you want.
I'll still like jerk off a bunch, but I mean, one of the corpse route, we'll do that too.
Right.
No, leader, I wasn't banging these dead bodies. And neither was my friend.
Wore a condom, technically didn't touch him.
Ooh, smart.
So,
I just gotta do the minor one and hurt an animal and get like the sheep intestines for the condom because this is back in the day before rubber existed.
right, yeah.
So breaches of
Figured
sincerity.
it out.
Sincerity breaches. Breaking your word to someone of equal or lower status. Misleading a friend. Major breaking your word to someone of higher status. Manipulating someone for fun. Massive would be deceiving or manipulating your lord. And that's it. Those are all of them.
Okay, so yeah, there's
Gotta
8
be really
tenets
bad.
of Bushido, and well, we can review those and go over them. But basically, you guys get the point. Don't,
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, you be honorable and be nice and do good things, and especially in public.
We're gonna be really bad at this game.
That's gonna be great. There's no hard and fast rules for you lose X amount of honor if your character does this. A lot of it is just judgment calls by me and stuff. And there are certain abilities where you can you lose this much honor or whatever, and there's ways to get it back. And we're not gonna go over all that. But
Don't lie, don't kill, don't fuck dead things. Done. The 3 rules of a samurai.
yeah, I mean basically you guys are playing. I mean the best way to put it is you're all playing lawful good characters. If you don't play a lawful good character, bad things will happen.
Shit.
That's the best way to put it in regular role playing terms.
90% of what we usually do is skullduggery. So
Well, that's his job. He can do that. He's the one who'll be like, honor? Alright, that's fine. I'll sneak in there and,
we should have just all
Stab
played
somebody.
that character.
uh-huh.
So we should have just all played that character.
Yeah, Derek, can I get a copy of your character sheet? I'm changing.
But I do kind of want to know, like, what happens to, like, when you get into a duel, and you kill somebody in a duel to the death, what happens to that body? Does it just...
It just stays there.
stays there
Yeah, no,
forever?
Until the next war.
Just stays there in the town square. Like,
Until
no
the
one can
next
touch that. Oh, no.
The peasants.
The
they
peasants
don't care.
can do it, yeah.
Samurais hold to Bushido. That's
Well, I
for
mean,
everyone else.
It's touching flesh, so if you don't physically touch it with your hands...
And that's what they ended up
Yeah,
doing.
does that count?
They ended up like using a knife and like got ropes and stuff and pulled him out.
Yeah,
they just
just-
couldn't physically touch it.
What if I'm wearing gloves? Does it still count as me touching it?
What book did you get that from?
What's
That
that?
you just read.
Where
was that at? That you
Is it
just
skin
read?
on
Bushido?
skin contact?
I know, it's just like,
Page
what if
300.
Okay.
What if you're trying
does
to
say the
like
Dead Flesh
help
thing in this
somebody
edition?
that's wounded
Okay, I don't know.
and they
I didn't see
die
it. Oh,
while
shoot,
you're
I
like
missed it.
Ooh, yeah. Say that to Brad when he's listening.
What's
what
that?
if you're
Who?
trying to help somebody who's been injured and is dying and you're like helping them and they die and you're still like trying to
I mean, I would probably say that would be an honorable act that you were doing because you can't just let an ally die.
right, so, but then
Well,
yeah, you don't have a good
then,
medicine
like, now
skills.
there's like, oh, you're dead.
I didn't touch it! You saw me, I dropped it! You saw me drop it, guys! I was not touching it.
Situational.
Okay.
And yes, obviously there's going to be
Because
exceptions.
these are the holes we're
There's
gonna
going
try
to
to like
be-
find in all of this.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
trying
That's why I
already.
wish you luck.
You're trying already.
I'm gonna lose like major honor by I'll hold me and I'll just like kill
Oh.
myself in his arms so that you just have a dead body on you. Hey dude, hold me.
Dude, I'm gonna be way more honorable than you.
You bet you won't even seppuku
You just
yourself.
sit on me and then
Yeah.
kill yourself.
Yeah, that's all that happened. The whole time Derek was reading is that you guys just try to come up with ways around.
No, I was trying to find ways to not go around it. I don't want to
Yeah, I
accidentally
know.
do stuff.
I'm gonna sneak up on you and throw a mouse on your foot while you're walking. Oh, you hurt an animal. You lost honor.
Yeah, we didn't even think of that one.
Yeah, dude, smart. Dude, take someone's sword and just glue mice to it. So when he swings, he just hits a bunch of mice.
But you glued the mice to it, so you.
They're fine.
We'll set up a trap with a bunch of dead people in it. It's like a pitfall trap. You fall
It's
in.
just dead bodies and mice. So when they fall in, they crush the mice and they touch his dead flesh.
Instant dishonor.
And then we convince their lord to tell him, hey, don't fall in pits full of dead bodies. So when he does, it's like a triple threat.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was my idea to buy this game, and I didn't just meet these people. I knew this was going to happen.
We're gonna see which one of us can get like dishonored the first.
Okay.
Okay, can you get negative honor, then negative status and stuff, or does it just cap out at 0?
0 is where
You like I said earlier, if you know that's why Ronin are a thing. They were actual samurai that have.
Valid bitch.
Yeah, they're samurai that met us.
They're samurai that are out of honor, I guess. You know.
So we can't technically become Ronin until we become samurai first. Otherwise, we're just a bunch of dumbasses.
Right.
So we got to follow the rules until we're samurai before we can go Ronin.
Yes, that's a thing. All right. Anything else?
Alright,
Anything
so
else you
we have a
guys?
goal. We have a clear
That's it.
goal.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about on the road before I read more flavor text?
Our lords.
Keep in mind, though, everybody, this is set up to be a beginner adventure, so some of the flavor text is a little cheesy because, you know, it's meant for people that have never played games before, and some of it is a little bit railroady. Some of it's going to be like, whether or not you like it, this is what's happening
Derek's
next.
railroaded us before in a game we played a lot because we're so dumb. But like with our lords, like that's just like a character we made for our back. Like we made this, so all right.
That could be something you can read the setting more, you know.
Well, with this being like, oh, you can't refuse the order of your lord. Like if you don't technically know what our lords are, like who gives us would give us an order of some kind.
Well, we're not worried about that right now because you're not back in your homeland.
I guess you're right.
So basically, if we were going to play like all of you are crabs guarding the wall and that is our campaign, then that would come into play. But because you're all from different clans and we're all on the road together doing something else, your lords have sent you
Does it
to
count,
this championship.
Like, is there such thing as like an unreasonable like request from like the lords like you do this thing and like the thing he told you to do is literally unachievable? Like if you don't die it's trying to achieve that, do you still lose stuff?
Jump in that pitfall trap.
Again,
That'll come and play later. I'm just
again,
these things are just
there's
thoughts in my
going
head.
to be exceptions to every rule, just like in regular life.
Go slaughter every Oni that exists ever. And it's like, I don't think I can do that, sir. And it's like, how dare you dishonor us? It's like,
I mean,
sorry.
who says your lord is not corrupt and not honorable anymore?
oh yeah, dude, my
Maybe-
shit-ass lord.
Maybe your lord is not honorable anymore.
Yeah,
and
dude, I got Lord
not-
Farquaad on my team.
not following his order might be more honorable because he is tainted.
Ooh,
I'm just saying. So
I didn't
yes.
think that. You just took what I said and turned it on itself.
Yes.
Now I'm thinking
That's
more.
why I'm the DM.
GM. There's no dungeons in this world, maybe.
Maybe.
Whatever. I don't even know if it's called GM. It might be called something else.
It's called the Samurai Dude. Oh, you're the Lord! You're
Oh,
the Lord
you
of
are
our...
Mr. Hentai.
I am the emperor.
Yeah, dude, you're Mr. Hentai.
Tentacle one.
Oh,
Do Asiago face.
okay. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about on the road before I read scene 1?
As far as like the noticeable trait that we always have, like one of my things is just like I'm always like either like rolling the coin. I'm doing something with my fingers, like either playing with a dagger or rolling a coin. I'm just fidgety.
Fidgety.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that. I have a scarf that I wear, but I wear it to like cover most of my face.
You
a lot of
both
the
wear
time.
cool scarves.
Scars?
No,
You're mostly
yeah,
on a horse,
Yeah.
aren't you too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you on a horse right now, right?
yeah. I would imagine that I
Yeah.
would be.
I'm just making sure.
And
I knew you
we're
were.
walking.
Yeah.
And
That's,
do-
that's
is
kind of
sumo
our thing. I
wrestling
assumed I was
Japanese?
on a horse.
Well,
Sumo
right.
wrestling
But
Japanese?
you could have built your character
We're going
so that
to
you. I don't know.
sumo.
I didn't read it.
So
all your
if you
skills.
wrestle-
Oh no, that's
I
just
think
my
you are.
our my family. It's like the horses.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that
thought.
we-
Okay.
They are.
I
Could I... Is there a character in here that where you're just a sumo wrestler?
That's a sumo wrestler. I
Yeah,
you can make
good.
yourself big and fat if you wanted.
I don't want to be. But like, unless I'm just like,
Sumo is not a thing that I've read anywhere in this setting.
Well, it would just
I'll
be-
wait for
it
the
would
I'll
just
wait for
be-
the expansion to
It
come
would
out.
just be martial arts unarmed,
You could be like a
Yes,
monk
it
like
would.
Cody.
and you can make
just
up your own
be
techniques, like the thousand
a big
hand
dude.
slap. Yeah.
Dude, I just run and just tackle people.
The
And just
Honda.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm
Maybe I'll be a sumo wrestler.
You could do that.
Okay.
Next time we play this game, I'm making a sumo.
What if you die?
Next time we play this game, we're playing a peasant game.
I'll be the peasant who creates sumo wrestling. I'm the dude from A Knight's Tale. I started out as a peasant and I became a knight.